you're Muslims, my dear friends. So both of you, so you're a lovely family. Maybe you might be able to engage in a friendly manner.
Are you
So you are unfriendly also. Why don't you want to speak to me?
Because you are racist.
Say again.
Racist.
Because you're unfriendly.
Attacking Muslims.
Is this what Islam? Say again.
Some people just don't want to be on camera. That's it.
Why are you afraid of camera? Why is every Muslim afraid of cameras?
Because I
You are
value my
attacking Muslims, you are
privacy.
insulting the
Because
Prophet.
Value your privacy after showing up at Speaker's Corner?
Yes, because this is a public space.
Listen carefully. If you want, no,
This
please,
is a public space. I don't.
no, please listen carefully.
Sure.
If you, the
not private
when you
space, that's
when
why
you
I'm allowed to
did you
walk
get on
around
the
here,
bus
right?
today?
None of your business. What you are asking?
No,
I'm
no
speaking
one
to the
said it
lady.
was a
Stay
private-
I am
quiet.
talking with you, okay? Shut your
No, I
mouth.
said this is a public.
Yo,
So
brother,
help-
you need to relax,
Don't
bro.
touch me.
You need to relax, bro.
You need to
You
relax.
need to relax, bro.
You're the only one who needs to
You're
relax.
spitting, bro. You're spitting.
Hello?
You're spitting,
touching
bro.
You have to
You're
bring
spitting,
less
bro.
urine,
Being
okay?
aggressive right now.
Brother, you're
Speak
spitting.
it,
I'm asking you.
Spitting,
You are a
bro.
lovely man, but don't be
spitting,
angry.
bro. Have
Don't
some
get
manners,
angry.
bro.
Thank you. So please help us understand. How
Why are
can?
you talking to us? We said we don't want to talk.
They would-
Well, that's fine. I am a Christian.
No, you are
I
not.
happen to think.
You are not. You are not.
I happen to think
You are not Christian.
No one cares.
that
You are
even to
not Christian,
Muslims,
don't lie.
with whom I disagree on religion,
And it's
I
okay
can
if you
engage in
disagree.
civil
No,
conversation.
okay.
You are using the
For
name
some
of
strange
religion,
reason,
but you are not.
for some strange reason, most Muslims who come to Speaker's Corner, either they are angry with me or they are unwilling to engage, both of which are very uncivil.
Bullshit, man.
Can you imagine showing up at Speaker's Corner and being uncivil? In the UK, there is, most people, both Muslims and non-Muslims, are aware of a deep issue in the UK. And the deep issue is lack of integration. So far, the politicians are gaslighting. Please listen to me, my friend. So far, the politicians are gaslighting the nation into thinking that the Muslims are unintegrating because of the non-Muslims. But what they don't know is that the Muslims willingly are staying away. Like yourself, don't want to engage in conversations. This is being unintegrated in a civil society. That's not really good. Really not good. We are fellow human beings. We should be able to have goodwill towards each other
You are not.
and be able to speak to each other. This man, a police complaint is on its way about this man. Now, to you, don't come near me. Thank you. Now,
No, we don't want to talk with you.
sure.
You don't-
If you don't encroach into his
Excuse me,
personal
don't
space,
touch. Can you go?
I'm not.
Do not-
Give respect to the
This
Muslim
is my
gentleman.
brother. Between me and him.
No, here.
Shut your mouth, you are. Shut your
Is
mouth.
that what you want to do? So he is
I'm
saying,
not engaging in a conversation with
no.
you.
So you do the same. You see, I told you last week. I told you, didn't I? On religious ground, they will align. Can you see the exact same thing happening? I am saying.
Sorry, what's your religion?
He said he's okay. Don't worry. It's called half brain. That's fine, no problem. Now, my dear friends, please. I told you, most Muslims come to Speaker's Corner. They shout, they get angry, they're interested in. Please listen. Well, I'll finish. They engage in violence. They stay unintegrated. They don't want to. The one thing they don't want to have conversations. Can you imagine? You did, and that's exactly what I commended you for. You are a very, you belong to a niche, and I mean that seriously. Around 18, 19 years at Speaker's Corner for me. Only about 20 to 30 people, Muslims, have been sincere. You, on top of that, were not just sincere, you are also willing to tell your own Muslims off last week, and therefore I commend you. Most Muslims, they are unsincere, at least unsincere, and insincere. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's even though you're a Muslim, when you teach me English, thank you very much. That's really lovely. I can learn. As a Christian, I said even though, because the lady did not want to speak to me earlier, even though she didn't want to speak to me earlier, I am willing to speak to her still. That's what I meant when I said even though. Because as a Christian, I can always have conversations with Muslims. The angry ones, the hateful ones, the ones who are waiting for police complaints to be filed, everyone. Did you see Christians causing violence?
I don't think so.
You didn't see, yeah? And I can tell you, that's exactly the pattern over couple of decades right now. I've been here for about 2 decades. The pattern at Speaker's Corner is that Christians are very peaceful. We face violence. No, this is important. We face violence quite regularly. Quite regularly. Like I said, attempted murder at Speaker's Corner. Terror attack foiled. Submachine gun. Terror attack foiled in relation to a person who wanted to come here with a submachine gun to gun Christians down. Christians kiss death every time we show up here. But we trust in our God, who is not a Mickey Mouse. Our God protects. We have plenty of friends, and our God protects. This being the case, can you imagine your mafia showing up with a security guard? That must be the biggest evil joke. But did you see the security person?
Yeah, I did.
Why do they need security? From who?
Well, just in case, because she's a woman.
Sure,
You
but
see?
who would do terrible things to her?
Well, just in case.
But who would do terrible things to her?
Well, anybody who disagrees with her.
But who? Religion. Let's categorize.
Well, any
Will
religion.
Christians... Oh, Omar. Now, this is exactly what the politicians are gaslighting. When we know the facts, we need to learn. So help me understand. Like I said earlier, last week, terrible violence. But did you see a Christian cause violence? You said no.
No.
I am saying, that's what you were saying from last week. I am saying from around 20 years, that is the pattern. Throughout my around 20 years of time, Christians don't cause violence. This being the case, we should be able to openly say Christians don't do. And so, no one needs a protection from Christians at Speakers.
You're trying to say Christians don't create violence?
Oh no, genuine Christians, certainly Christians at Speakers Corner, no. Don't do, come on, Omar.
In America, this happens all the time.
Who?
There's always a Christian attack in America. What about what happened in
Which
New
one?
Zealand? What about happened in New Zealand where that crazy Christian went into a mosque and gunned down 50 Muslims?
So here is where.
Yeah.
Please listen, this is very important. Yeah?
Yeah.
There are good Muslims, there are bad Muslims.
Yeah. Just
There
like
are-
any religion.
No. I'll clarify what the difference is. There are good Muslims, there are bad Muslims.
Yeah.
There are good Christians, there are bad Christians.
Yeah.
But guess what?
Yeah.
The ones who follow Jesus better are the ones who love better. The ones who don't follow Jesus properly might end up doing bad things to others, even though by name they might be Christian. You see what I'm saying so far? The ones who do not follow Jesus properly might end up doing terrible things. But come to Islam. The ones who follow Islam better do terrible things. The ones who don't know Islam, like you, and don't follow Islam properly are the ones who don't do terrible things. So it's the reverse. This is true. This is a fact. Muhammad was one of the worst people the world has ever seen. And so, Omar, we need to wrap up there. But please.
He's my father.
Please. Oh, that's your father. We'll speak to your father later. So thank you. Thank you very much. God's blessings. Omar, God's blessings. Thank you very much.